Hi, welcome to the podcast for When the Curves Line Up for January 20th, 2024, featuring the bright planets. Please see the article that includes diagrams of today's events on the website at whenthecurveslineup.com. Text by Jeffrey L. Hunt. In Chicago, sunrise occurs at 7:13 a.m. Central Standard Time, followed by sunset at 4:50 p.m. Here is today's planet forecast. In the morning sky, Mercury is racing toward the Sun and a superior conjunction, occurring on the far side of the Sun, on February 28. The planet is the second brightest star-like body in the morning sky. Find it over 5 degrees above the southeast horizon at 45 minutes before sunrise. Mercury is bright enough to be seen without optical assistance, but initially located with a binocular. To locate Mercury, first find brilliant Venus less than 15 degrees above the southeast horizon. It is stepping eastward in front of Ophiuchus, over 15 degrees to the lower left of Antares, the Scorpion's heart in celestial artwork. Venus sets earlier each morning. It lost 40 minutes of rising time since New Year's Day. The planet is lower in the sky at this time interval. To see the bright morning star, it may be necessary to look around any obstructions in the neighborhood. Mercury is 11.2 degrees to Venus lower left. The gap between the two planets is widening each morning, since Mercury's eastern pace is faster than Earth's twin planet. Through a telescope, Venus shows a morning gibbous phase that is 83% illuminated, slightly lit more than tonight's moon phase. Mars seems to struggle to climb into morning twilight. While rising nearly 60 minutes before the Sun, the red planet is just above the horizon when Venus and Mercury are visible and hidden by its lack of brightness and dimming effects of the air when we look toward the horizon. Mercury passes by in a challenging to see conjunction in a week. In the evening sky, after sundown, the bright moon, 79% illuminated, is high in the southeast. Notice Jupiter, about the same altitude, height above the horizon, as the lunar orb, nearly 30 degrees to the right of the moon. This evening, the gibbous moon is near the Pleiades star cluster. Under less moonlight, the cluster is relatively easy to locate in the eastern January evening sky. With tonight's moon, the cluster is largely washed out by the moon's glow. The cluster is 5.4 degrees to the upper left of the lunar orb. Through a binocular, the Pleiades and the moon are in the same binocular field of view. Aim the binocular at the moon and place it to the lower left part of the field. The cluster is to the upper right. To avoid an afterimage in your vision, move the binocular slightly to the upper right to move the lunar orb from the view and center the star cluster. Even in this bright moonlight, the binocular reveals a few dozen stars. Without the binocular, find Aldebaran, nearly 10 degrees to the lower right of the moon. The star is the brightest in Taurus. At this hour, Saturn is about 20 degrees above the west-southwest horizon. It moves eastward in front of Aquarius. Notice the star Fomalhaut, nearly 20 degrees to the lower left and less than 10 degrees above the southwest horizon. During the night, Earth's rotation seems to make the stars move westward. Saturn sets less than 3 hours after sundown. At 10:41 p.m. CST, Jupiter's Great Red Spot is at the center of the planet in the southern hemisphere. Look for Jupiter's moon Europa, silhouetted against the planet immediately south of the long-lived atmospheric disturbance. The moon Ganymede is about to move in front of the planet. As Jupiter approaches the horizon for Chicago sky watchers, the moon's revolutions are easily seen. Europa's shadow appears on the cloud tops and Ganymede moves in front of the planet during the new calendar day. For those in more westerly time zones, continue to watch the moon's dance with the planet as the Jovian giant disappears into the blurring haze near the horizon. Moonset occurs nearly 3 hours before sunup tomorrow morning. Before sunrise, look for Mercury as it races into brighter morning twilight. Thank you for listening. Please read the articles at whenthecurveslineup.com.